Avatar holds the number 1 and number 3 positions in the highest grossing films of all time. Funko has created 2 waves so far, so today we are going to take a look at wave 1. There are 4 commons right here and 1 pop ride in this wave, and they are all super easy to pick up and usually on sale below retail. However, I do think that these will become OG pops in the future, and they will make the remaining 3 films that James Cameron has promised, so Avatar will truly still be around by the end of the decade. I think he will close out the franchise beautifully, and the love for the world of Pandora will continue to grow. I think that this will make the original merchandise for the original first 2 movies sought after in the future, and that's why I recommend picking up these pops now before they're impossible to find by the time the 5th film comes out. I actually highly recommend adding the Lego sets into your collection, as they are currently being retired and harder to find in stores, and the pieces and minifigures may be hunted for in the future too. I am a fan of the design of these pops, super recognizable and pretty unique positions and details. This is a super small wave, so I'm surprised that we ended up getting 2 Neytiris. Although the battle one is definitely an upgrade, it feels more like an exclusive than a common, but no exclusives in this wave. You can find these at any retailer, but Jake and Miles are mandatory characters to get, and the ride is the icing on the cake. I mean that, it's like a beautiful pop. I wish the wave was bigger so we could have gotten either more human characters like Sigourney Weaver's Dr. Grace, Michelle Rodriguez's Trudy, Joel David Moore's Norm, who I love in Dodgeball by the way, or even any of the Na'vi people would be nice for some more diversity in the wave. There is another Jake and Neytiri in wave 2, but I would expect them as long as they're in the films. I do expect the story to get passed down to their children, as James Cameron has previously stated. It's a story of the Sully family, and in the future I hope Funko takes advantage of the world of Pandora and the vibrant colors. I hope to see some more glow-in-the-dark Avatar pops, because that would be really cool. There's some potential even with this Battle Neytiri in my opinion. But let me know what you want to see in future waves, because we will definitely be getting more Avatar pops as more sequels come out in the future. Overall though, I think it's a solid first wave, but let's take a closer look at them. First up is Jake Sully, played by the incredible Sam Worthington. He's a fantastic actor. Check him out in Wrath of the Titans, Man on a Ledge, Hacksaw Ridge, Everest, or even the voice of Alex Mason in Call of Duty. Again, they needed to make a pop for Jake, but I also kind of wish we got a human form of him, but I'll take this. Very, very simple pop, but I wanted to point out on the back flap, which is right here, not going to undo it because I don't want to destroy the box. I should have done it for this box, but I totally forgot. But in the Na'vi language, there actually is in fact a quote. I can't pronounce it, so I'm going to throw it on screen right there, but it is the Na'vi greeting, meaning I see you, and I love it when they do secret stuff like that on the back of the flaps, and all of them have this greeting except for the Miles pop, which is blank, which I think is really, really cool. The pop ride is a little bit different, but let's focus on this Jake right now. Taking a closer look at the pop himself, I like it. Very, very simple, basic pattern. You can tell it's Jake though. I love the weapons, love the hair, love the different patterns on the skin. It is not 3D right here, so it is just painted on, but there is still a lot of detail on the overall pop, and I am a really big fan of it. And I am also a really big fan of just the boxes straight up. Very good introduction to the world of Pandora on this side. I love the beautiful colors, and that's why I think the glow effect will look particularly really good on these Avatar pops. Taking a look at the back, we get a full image of the pop, and then on the actual, on the side, on the real back, we get a look at the common wave, all 4 of them right there with the big Avatar logo up in front. I love it a lot. I think all the colors just really, really do well with the look of the pops. Can't be mad at all. Very, very simple back. Here's a look at this side. A look at the bottom if you really want to take a look, or even a look at the top. It is part of the pop movie section, of course. We have a lot of time before the Avatar movies come out, so possibility of spin-offs, who knows? We have no idea what the shape of the universe and the franchise is going to look like by the time they drop that 5th movie. But here we are with the very first Jake Sully. Maybe it'll be OG one day, but you still can pick it up for a really cheap retail price, $10 to $15 wherever you can find it. But it is a really nice pop, and I'm super stoked to add this one into the collection. The common Neytiri definitely matches the Jake pop, and they look great side by side. The actress, of course, is Zoe Saldana for Neytiri, who infamously plays Gamora in Guardians of the Galaxy Galaxy or just the MCU in general, Uhura in Star Trek, and currently starring in Paramount Plus's new show, Lioness. I love her, and alongside a Gamora item, I would love to get a Neytiri pop sign in the future. Lots of autograph potential with it. I'd probably do the battle version though, just to be honest. But when it comes to the pop, I'm a fan of the unique pose. Once again, the colors and details on this pop, especially the earrings right there, I think they look fantastic. Again, you can actually tell it is Neytiri, which I think is pretty cool. This pop really stands out and definitely translates from film to pop form very, very well. If you guys want to take a look at the back, you can see her foot right there and her tail next to her hair. Very powerful stance. I'm a big fan of it. Taking a look at the box, we have the same pattern as the first one. It really matches the pop so well. It looks fantastic here. Here's a look at the side in the battle pose. There's a little bit of extra space, but still looks fantastic. On the back, same ordeal. We get the 4 commons right there. It looks really good. And again, really fan of this first Neytiri pop. Highly recommend to pick it up. Still can get it for retail, but again, it is the first Neytiri, although I think this battle damage one that we're going to take a look at right now might be a little bit better. Side by side, as you can see, there actually is quite a big difference. They actually look like completely different characters in their different armor, which I'm a really big fan of. Not a big fan of them stating it's Battle Neytiri right there. I would probably just her name, but I understand because it is the next pop in the line, but completely different molds and poses. This one absolutely needs to stand. Here's a look at it out of box. I think it looks fantastic once again. Out of box next to the other one, it actually kind of looks like this one has a little bit lighter skin just in general, which is an interesting choice. Not sure if that's a mistake or anything like that, but it does look really good. Again, that could benefit from the UV paint and glow-in-the-dark effects. This pop does feel like it is specifically from this scene where Neytiri ends up shooting Miles with the arrow, but I think it's a really cool idea to pull from that moment. Not only that, but this could be a pop that kids actually play with. It is pretty sick, shooting arrows and stuff. I'm a big fan of it. I think it looks really good. It definitely cannot stand without this back clear, stand. So definitely don't break that, otherwise you're probably gonna have to get an entirely new pop. Although when it does stand on its own, it looks fantastic. Great out of the box pop. And let's take a look right here of it in the box right there. I think even the pose looks even better. You can barely see the stand on the inside, so it kind of just looks mid pose pop. We don't really see a lot of those, and I think it looks really good. Even on the back with the rest of the comments, well, it's kind of an interesting pose when it's cut in half right there, but either way, it doesn't really matter. We're not looking at the back. Here's a full shot on the side. That really helps show the beauty of this pop. Again, I think they nailed this one, and if I had to get one sign, I would probably still go with this. This is a tough choice. This Battle Neytiri kind of bothers me. But either way, let me know which one you guys would choose to get signed if you guys could only do one. But definitely don't sleep on this pop either. Once again, you can still pick it up really cheap around retail price. So get it while you can, because she is an iconic character, and I think if anything, she could definitely survive over Jake, and we can see more of her in the future films. Now, I am actually so happy that we got a Miles pop. The actor is Stephen Lang, who I remember watching in the cable show Terra Nova. I love that show as a kid, but he's also been in a ton of other movies and shows, and I kind of think he plays similar roles, but he's such a perfect fit for the military archetype. I think he's great, and he is such a good villain, and after The Way of Water, we can tell he's going to be sticking around for a little bit. He's definitely Jake's rival in this little dispute that they have going on in the movies right now. That being said, he's probably going to be sticking around, though, in his Na'vi body, so I'm super stoked that we got a human pop form. I would love a 6-inch pop of him when he's in that machine. Totally blanking on the name right now. Either way, that would be really sick as well. Although it is a standard build, I would say he is easily recognizable. Of course, he got the scar on this side, taking up the entire side of his face right there. In the military outfit, the gray hair, just the way he's posed with the gun, I could be like, yeah, that's the dude from Avatar for sure. Miles, he looks great. Even with this kind of goes to show how good the human pops still look in these beautiful Pandora boxes. That's why I would love more human forms. In Wave 2 specifically, we see a lot of Na'vi as well, but here we go, taking a look at the back. He definitely sticks out as the only one not being a Na'vi. That's why I would really like to see a bigger wave in the future, but all in all, it's a really good pop, and I'm a big fan of it. Once again, this pop is still really cheap, rightfully so. I'd say if anything, you can probably find this one for a discount at your local retailers if you can still find it available. He's definitely a really good pickup. Lastly, we got this monster pop ride, a gorgeous piece that I currently have one of, so I'm not going to be taking it out of the box today. I'm totally kidding. Look at this bad boy. This is an out of box pop. This is absolutely gorgeous, and oh my gosh, I need to pick up another one of these. I'll probably try and find one that's a little bit mint. We will take a look at it back in the box, but I had to pull this out. This is my first time looking at it out of box. This thing is an absolute beast of a pop, and I would say if any of them you were going to pick up this one. This is a beauty, obviously autograph potential. I mean, come on, this thing is just sick. Here's some close-up shots of the dragon's face. I do not remember the exact name of him. I can't believe we did not see him in Wave of Water, but I really hope we see him in the future. And if we do, this pop could definitely rise in price, because who knows if we'll get another pop ride like this. The wings right here you can see are clear, but there is some type of clear material right there. It is not, you can't put anything through that, which I like a lot. Makes the wings just look super, super good. I absolutely love how we see that they are connected on the back right there. We can see him with the dragon. I didn't even know this is during the movie, that he had some type of wraps around him so that you kind of steer him while he's in the mid-flight. That is so sick. I had no idea, but man, this pop, once again, just beautiful. Definitely pick this up. Can't say that enough. Now with the out of box, we can take a little bit of a closer look at the actual box and this gorgeous background that we have. Thank goodness that they did something really cool. Beautiful Pandora right there. It looks fantastic. I'm surprised they didn't do the air mountains with this pop ride specifically, but I think they probably wanted to go with a really strong Pandora effect. We'll definitely throw them back in the box and take a look, but I wanted to kind of show off the box because I wasn't able to show off the back flaps. As you can see, this is what I was talking about. This is where you will find the quote. On this one it says Zivako. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but it does mean rise to the challenge. It's what they say when the Navi are about to take flight. I think, again, another great reference specifically for the pop ride. Let's throw them back in the box in a second. As you can see on the top, we got a nice little window with a look at the pop, another look at the pop on the side with the beautiful Pandora colors. And then on the back, big and proud. I love it. I mean, then you see the other four commons, no other exclusives, so there's not anything hiding. Those are all you got to collect the entire first wave. A look at this side, and yeah, let's throw this bad boy back in the box. I have to say real quick, I love the weapon that he's holding. It looks like when he's about to run on top of the thing and throw all the different grenades. Oh my gosh, it looks so sick. He even got his little shades right there that he throws on while he's riding. Yeah, this pop is just fantastic all in all. Okay, now let's throw him in. Power of editing. And bang, that was actually a lot easier to get back in the box than I thought. Literally, the plastic clips so well around this pop. It is tight in there. It's not going to be wobbling around or anything. Very great pop out. You can't see it all without glare. But here's a little bit of a closer look of it in the box. It still looks fantastic, but I have to say this is one of the few that is just a must out of box pop. I will definitely be keeping one though, just in case for autograph potential. And who knows, hopefully you guys do see this in the future, because oh my gosh, gorgeous pop. I cannot wait to get more pop rides from this franchise. It is just so cool. We already took a look at the back, so we'll keep spinning around. I have to admit, even if the glare wasn't there, it's still a little bit difficult to see. The front window is definitely the most visible way to see this pop other than taking it out of box. But again, let me know your thoughts on this one. I love it. I think it's one of the better pop rides just in general. Maybe even in the future we'll get the whale from Way of Water in a pop ride form. That would be so sick as well. But that does sum up the first wave of the Avatar Funko Pops. We will definitely take a look at Wave 2 for the Way of Water. Another small wave, but a few new characters. I really hope we see larger waves in the future, but don't sleep on these pops. Avatar is here to stay, and everyone will be wishing they picked up the OG pops by the time that they leave the theater after the fifth one and realize that they were just on a 2-decade journey. Yeah, this is a great franchise and a personal favorite to me. So let me know your thoughts on this wave. What would you change and what would you like to see in the future? Check out the description for other complete Funko Pop collections, because we are creating a library of knowledge in the collecting world. Let me know if there's any specific pops you'd like to see me share. But for now, have a fantastic rest of your day, my friends. Peace.